In general, I would say it is utterly negative. And the questions fundamentally are, what is going on? Why am I being affected and singled out in this way?
These are some of the questions Mayor Brody and Richmond City Councillors are trying to answer after a historic ruling granted the Cowichan Tribe's Aboriginal title over a portion of almost 7.5 square kilometers of land they claimed in Richmond, including fishing rights along a stretch of the Fraser River.
The right to live in harmony with the land and the water is ours. It always was.
Tonight, comments are swirling online after some Richmond landowners received a letter from the City of Richmond telling them their land may be compromised. Richmond's mayor says many homeowners feel like they were blindsided by the court's decision.
And the court was asked twice about the necessity of giving the homeowners and the business owners and the landowners in this area notice. And they said no.
Currently, the land in the disputed area is owned by Ottawa, the BC government, the Vancouver Fraser Port Authority, the City of Richmond, and private third parties.
It could take years for us to ultimately get the answer.
New tonight, BC opposition leader John Rustad is raising the stakes, writing to Premier David Eby asking him to not advance DRIPA and pause all negotiations with First Nations until the Supreme Court of Canada has provided clarity and apologized to the residents of Richmond who have been impacted. Attorney General Nikki Sharma responded today saying they were the first out of the gate to appeal the ruling and they will always protect people's private property rights, including the ability to buy, sell, and mortgage land. Sharma says the government remains committed to both upholding fee simple ownership and advancing reconciliation with Indigenous communities. She goes on to say the province wants to resolve land claims through negotiation, and halting negotiations would put private property at risk by forcing more uncertain court decisions.
The culture and the traditions and the history of our people belong in the Fraser River.
We've also reached out to Cowichan Tribe but did not receive a response. In the past, Cowichan Tribe's lawyer stated it was up to the provincial government to reconcile private property rights with the court's decision. For Mayor Brody, the court decision will ripple far beyond British Columbia.
Even if financially the province and the federal government want to settle things up and make a payment, you've still got this devastating court decision that talks about Aboriginal title against freehold land.
The City of Richmond is hosting an information session next Tuesday for landowners to ask questions and voice their concerns.